As a gastroenterologist, I see patients daily in my practice who come to me after trying expensive detox medicines, gut resets, natural cleansers, online probiotics that all promise to flush toxins from the colon. But here is the actual truth. These gimmicks don't actually work. Especially, you might be harming your gut if you have an underlying condition like inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis. I am Dr. Yoganand Reddy. I am a senior medical gastroenterologist. Today, I will share a case story of a patient whose life has been changed because of colitis and how fake therapies can make things worse for you. This is a 25-year-old IT professional who has come to see several months of not feeling quite right, abdominal cramps, multiple times loose motion. Every time he has to eat some food, he has this fear of having to rush to the toilet. It's affecting his work, so he therefore opted to take work from home, but slowly started to lose weight, and he kind of got himself into all these online programs, various wellness programs, detox therapies, enema therapies, naturopathies. Finally, he came to see me because his parents were concerned after they visited him because he looked shocking. He had lost so much of weight and they were wondering what has happened to him. I will show you a video of the colonoscopy examination which we have done, which is an endoscopy examination through the back passage. We check to see what is happening in the colon. So this is the colonoscopy video of this patient where we are examining the large intestine, and as you can see, this whole of intestine is all looking quite angry and red. So this is not the way it should look. Normally you can see this blood vessel pattern. So that is suggestive of a normal looking colon. So everything should look like this with a nice neat blood vessel pattern. That is all disappeared here. That is because this whole of this intestine is all looking a bit swollen, it is inflamed, it is angry, it is red, there is multiple small ulcers everywhere. So this is very typical of what we call as IBD or inflammatory bowel disease. So from my experience looking at this, I can tell that this is most likely to be ulcerative colitis. There is another condition called Crohn's disease which can also look similar, but so you can see that as we go higher up, it's the same kind of issue. So this is a typical example of what we call as inflammatory bowel disease. IBS should not be confused with IBD. IBS is a condition where there is symptoms but without the disease in the colon. So if you were to do a colonoscopy in somebody who has IBS, we expect their colon to look completely normal. So inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, means there is disease, there is inflammation in the lining of the gut. So as I mentioned, this looks like ulcerative colitis. It's a disease where our own immune system attacks the lining of the gut without proper treatment, proper medicines for this condition. There are no gimmicks that will work, and in fact some of these treatments which are not scientific can cause absolutely problems. In fact, this gentleman has been living a normal life now because he's been on the right treatment. So imagine somebody like this who has got a colon that is lot of inflammation is going on, and you give this gut reset kit, gut cleansers, and all these influencer videos how to cleanse your gut. All these have got harsh laxatives, herbal purgatives that can purge the colon, fasting regimes that can strip the gut of the good bacteria, dehydrate your body. So if you are going to randomly give this kind of stuff for somebody who has got active disease, active inflammation, that means they will end up with complications, bleeding, severe flare-up of their colitis, hospitalization. Even in healthy people, these so-called gut cleansing detox shots can all cause electrolyte imbalance, gut bacterial damage, abdominal pains, dehydration, weakness, in extreme cases, infections, injury to the colon. Your colon is not a clock to go and just reset it. It's one of the most efficient detox organs that nature has given to us. You don't need to go and reset. The phrase itself, the gut reset, you will not find this in medical textbooks. Although it sounds scientific, it is pure marketing, and Indians, our country people, are very good at marketing stuff. That's why there are so many of these gut health products that have mushroomed online over the last few years. There is no medical evidence that something can cleanse your colon, something you can give some juices and supplements that can detox your body. Your body daily is naturally detoxifying. That is why nature has given us liver, kidneys, intestine. That is their job to cleanse every day. Real gut health, if you are serious about it, it's not about flushing the gut. It's not a drain that you can just put a cleaning liquid to clear it out. It's about the balance. What these influencers, these online health coaches, various products, these are all actually trying to do is exploiting your fear, because they know people are looking for quick fixes. They're looking how to solve their bloating, how to solve their constipation, your desire to get a quick fix. But without the medical knowledge of how to do it, just by giving some kind of unwanted stuff which is not going to solve your problem, for sure, that I can tell you. What really helps heal your gut, if you're serious about looking after your gut, having a good digestive system, if you want a healthier gut, here is what I, as a medical gastroenterologist, recommend to my patients, friends, and my family members. Firstly, high fiber diet. A good balanced diet, unless you've been told to restrict fiber, maybe because you have IBS. Sometimes we restrict fiber in some people, or you might have a condition where there might be some narrowing in the colon. Let us say for some people with Crohn's disease, inflammatory bowel disease, we sometimes use a low residue diet, restrict fiber. So unless you've been advised by a qualified gastroenterologist like me, having high fiber diet in general is good. Secondly, having meals regularly on time. Our digestive system loves the rhythm. It is a complicated system, but it works in a very simple manner. All you have to do is to give a proper discipline. So eating at the right time, hydrate yourself, give the body the hydration. If you want a good skin, if you don't want to feel tired, if you want good gut health, give yourself 2.5 to 3 liters of water every day. Most of the fermented foods we can consume naturally. You don't need to buy all these online products, this bug, this bloat, that bloat, these detox shots. All this is a marketing money-making gimmick. You don't see any qualified gastroenterologist holding these products and recommending it to their patients. These are endorsed by celebrities for reasons we all know. Medical products, scientifically developed products, don't require celebrities to endorse them. The product speaks for itself. Exercise, and this is one of the fundamental things you can do for improving your gut health, not by gulping some detox shots. Exercise, movement helps. Most importantly, controlling the stress levels. Sleep, 7 hours of sleep. Stress control helps improve the gut bacteria, the gut microbe diversity. So it can help you develop different types of gut microbe so that you have a good gut health. It can support your immunity in the long term. And finally, if you have persistent symptoms, you need a qualified gastroenterologist advice who is super specialized in this, not some influencer who just happens to go and find stuff on the Google and Chat GPTs. Of course, medical advice by professionals like me will be boring compared to shiny detox ads. But this boring advice actually is the one which will work for you. I, as a gastroenterologist, have treated thousands of patients just like I have shown you with inflammatory bowel disease. But remember, healing, real healing in the gut doesn't come in a bottle labeled as detox. It comes from your understanding of your own body to see what are the things that you can do over a long period of time to maintain a good health overall. So don't try and fall into all these online gimmicks. Thank you.